Amber Crane, and I am the principal at Eugene Field Elementary. Our Title I teachers, Nancy Baker and Sue Nixon, are the backbone of our Eugene Field Reading Intervention Program. Between the two of them, they have 55 years of experience in education. They are committed to the reading success of all students in our building. In order to address the loss of instruction from last spring, Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Nixon are currently working with 129 students. Due to our COVID safety measures from our Caring Comeback plan, they meet with small groups and individuals, making sure not to intermingle students from different classes. During our 2 weeks of distance learning, Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Nixon provided 45 minutes of daily instruction to first grade students whose parents could bring them to school and pick them up. This allowed them to continue their reading intervention work, and as a result, they have some first graders who have achieved their growth and will move out of their group. In addition to helping students be successful readers, they also mentor some of our students with behavior and social emotional needs. They truly care about all Eugene Field students and their success in and outside the classroom.
Hello, I am Mrs. Pezley from Eugene Field Elementary. I'm the assistant principal here, and I have had the privilege of starting my teaching career with Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Nixon, and now working with them here at Eugene Field. If you drive by Eugene Field, you will often see Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Nixon's cars in the parking lot long after school hours. They not only stay to plan lessons and interventions for their students, but they also offer their time to support teachers as well. They often train new teachers on the programs that we provide for our students and different assessments that the teachers will have to give. Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Nixon believe in the power of knowledge and are lifelong learners themselves. They are constantly researching the best ways to teach students reading and participating in trainings, conferences, and webinars. We are so privileged to have Mrs. Baker and Mrs. Nixon at Eugene Field.
Okay, I'm Nancy Baker. This is my 34th year of teaching here at Eugene Field.
And I'm Sue Nixon, and this is my 21st year.
And we work on reading skills, beginning reading skills. With some of the older kids, we can get into comprehension, things like that.
We started out with, obviously we talked to Amber and Desi about, the possibility of getting them here in person. And we said we want them in person instead of, otherwise we would go to them, go to their driveways or whatever it took, or meet outside in the parking lot, wherever we could.
Or parks close to neighborhoods and have kids come and set up in the shelters. We were willing to do about anything because we know it's so important to get them here and to work with them closely and directly.
And we had so many of our youngest, our first graders, that were so far behind, and we did not want them to lose what they'd already gained, so we worked really hard. We sent an email out to parents, we sent a letter home with kids, got both information back, and just gave certain times that they could pick when it worked for them to bring their child.
The parents have been great about getting kids here, and if the kids don't have masks, there were some that were donated, and so we've been able to make sure the kids are masked while they're here, and parents have dropped them off on time, picked them up on time, and we've had excellent attendance, so we've been pleased.
20 of our kiddos that have come in, so that's been great to be able to work one-on-one with them.
And we focused primarily on first grade, but we had a couple of families where they said, you work with my second grader or you work with my third grader, can they come? And we cleared it with Mrs. Crane, and she said, of course. And so we had a second grader and a third grader come, and we've even had a couple of other teachers that have stepped in so that we could work with an individual student or students, and they have helped with some of the older kiddos that we've had come. So it's kind of been a team effort.
Yes, it's been very positive.